What if I told you there's a hidden switch on your body? A secret spot that holds the key to a deep energy inside you. This isn't just a nice idea, it's real. That key sits right where your head meets your neck, at the back. You've likely touched it many times without thinking twice. But now, you're going to find out what it really means. Imagine this: centuries ago, in places like Tibet, southern India, and the ancient temple grounds of Karnak, wise people discovered a special technique. They didn't need prayers, candles, or long rituals. Just a gentle press on that exact spot was enough. With one small touch, they could open the door between the seen and unseen world. They didn't have to meditate for hours. They simply touched the back of the neck, and something powerful happened, something beyond words, but deeply felt in the body. Like a light turning on inside. So why isn't this more widely known? Because it was kept quiet. You won't find it in regular yoga sessions or in common self-help books. This kind of knowledge is shared quietly, from one person to another, only with those who are ready to remember. In this talk, you'll find out what that spot at the back of your neck really is. You'll learn why old teachings called it a doorway to other worlds. You'll also find out how to activate it carefully and with purpose. You'll learn what might happen in your body, your energy, and your mind when this point is touched. And you'll see how it can change your daily life, giving you more focus, calm, and awareness. But be careful. Once this energy wakes up, you can't go back. You won't be able to pretend you're just a name or a body. A deeper part of you will wake up. You're about to take a big step, with just one gentle touch. Be ready, because sometimes the biggest changes don't come from books or big names. They start with a quiet signal from within, from that spot behind your head. To really see how important this spot is, you have to go back to ancient times, before people saw the body like a machine. Back then, the body was a map of the spirit. Right where your neck meets your skull, they saw more than muscles and bones. They saw a doorway. Today, we call this area the occipital bone, but many old cultures believed it was a pathway, not for walking, but for energy. That energy could rise or fall depending on how aware you were. In ancient Egypt, temple students talked about the eye of the nape. It was a hidden eye at the back of the neck. It stayed shut for most, but opened when someone passed certain tests. They believed it brought visions, deep insight, and a different kind of awareness. Not magic, but a return to the soul's true sight. In Chinese medicine, this same point is known as the Fang Fu point. It's part of the body's energy lines, or meridians. Fang Fu means palace of wind, a fitting name, because touching this area was said to move energy like a breeze, waking up the whole system. It was believed that touching this point could release blocked, chaotic energy that stops the natural flow of life energy, or qi, but its purpose wasn't just about staying healthy. For Taoists, it was like a hidden path to the heavens, a quiet bridge between the world we live in and Shen, or the universal mind. In Indian Tantric Yoga, this same area connects the throat chakra, called Vishuddha, with the Bindu, a tiny unseen point said to carry the memory of the divine. Some old writings say that when this spot is awakened, it releases a sweet, nectar-like feeling, bringing natural happiness and a deep sense of connection to everything. So why don't more people teach this openly? Because it's not something you learn just by reading or thinking about it. You have to truly feel it. The ancient masters knew the body had special doors, and they only open from the inside. This spot behind your neck isn't just a method, it's a quiet moment, a personal signal from your own energy. And what's really interesting is that modern science is slowly beginning to see hints of this, even without meaning to. This area connects to the autonomic nervous system and brain stem, parts of the body that manage balance, senses, and awareness. Studies now show that lightly touching this spot can shift brain waves and bring on deep calm or sharper alertness. The old traditions called this awakening. Now science is slowly starting to understand it, too. The spot where your skull ends and your neck starts is more than just a place on your body. It's a symbol. It holds meaning about memory, energy, and awareness. Once you become aware of it, you can't go back to ignoring it. All the major energy systems around the world mention a point like this. A hidden trigger that, when touched, wakes up sleeping energy, brings back forgotten things, and frees whatever feels stuck. The point at the nape is just like that. Maybe even more powerful, because it's one of the least known. Many spiritual paths see it as a meeting place for energy. But it's not just some mystical idea. It's a real place on your body that connects with your energy lines. Why is this spot so important? Because three key energy pathways come together here. First, there's the spinal cord line, called sushumna in tantra, where life energy or kundalini travels upward. Second, it's tied to the medulla oblongata, which controls automatic functions like breathing and heart rate. Third, it connects to the body's energy field, what some call the aura, or in science, the biofield. When you press this point gently and with focus, you wake up all three of those systems at the same time. It's like turning on a machine that's been quiet for ages, maybe even across lifetimes. But this isn't about pressure or force. It's about being aware. Use your index and middle finger together, or your thumb if you want to press more firmly. The goal isn't to push hard, it's to press gently and release. Like softly knocking on a secret door. Close your eyes. Take slow breaths. Don't expect anything. Just feel. Most people notice a warm feeling spreading from that spot. Some feel tingles running up the neck or down the spine, like a gentle stream. Others feel light pressure, like something is starting to open. If you go deeper, it may feel like your whole body is wrapped in soft, buzzing energy. More importantly, your thoughts begin to slow down. That's the first real sign that something is shifting. When your mind stops trying to control everything, it starts to relax. And in that quiet, a new kind of awareness appears. Why does such a small touch do so much? Because your body holds hidden energy maps. And this spot on the neck is like a shortcut. You don't have to do hours of breath work or open every chakra. You just need to come back to your own energy. This spot acts like a hidden entrance to your true self. It also helps balance your brain. The logical side and the creative side begin to work together more smoothly. That's when fresh ideas show up. You find new solutions. And things you once couldn't figure out start making sense. This gentle touch doesn't push. It simply invites. And if you listen to that invitation, you'll realize your soul never left. It just needed you to open the right door, and that door is right behind you. We've now explored its power, and how to bring it to life. Now that we've explored this point and the energy lines connected to it, let's go deeper. If this spot is really a doorway, what lies behind it? What forces come alive when it's opened? And what changes, or even challenges, might appear as you step through? First, know this point has two directions. It doesn't just open upward toward expansion and light, it also turns inward, toward the hidden parts of yourself. When activated properly, it doesn't just wake up your energy. It also shines a light into your inner shadows. And that's where real transformation begins. Many traditions say this spot helps you see beyond appearances, not with your eyes, but with deeper awareness. When this inner path opens, your perception changes. Your senses become sharper. Time seems to slow down. You begin noticing things that were always there but had been out of reach, because your awareness wasn't ready. Some people feel more connected to others' emotions, pick up on subtle energies in places, or even sense things that haven't happened yet. It's not fantasy. It's what happens naturally when a long-dormant inner circuit is switched back on. Like lifting a veil from the soul's eyes. But this new awareness comes with responsibility. Opening this point may bring up old emotions, memories, or past wounds. It's not a punishment. It's part of the healing process, like turning on a rusty faucet. At first, the water runs dirty. But soon, it runs clear. That's why it's helpful to pair this practice with calm breathing, stillness, and reflection. Writing in a journal, sitting quietly, or just noticing what comes up can help. The feelings, images, or thoughts that arise may seem unclear at first, but they carry meaning. They are messages from your deeper self. This point is also a powerful amplifier of your intentions. Think about how people instinctively touch the back of their neck during stress or deep thought. That's not random. The body remembers. Once you awaken this spot with awareness, it becomes a quiet center of power. It helps you focus, make clearer choices, and feel more aligned with your true path. It's also a natural balancing center for your body, mind, and spirit. When you feel off track, overwhelmed, or disconnected, a gentle touch here can bring you back to your center. It's not just about energy, it's about realignment. And when you're aligned, energy flows more freely. In advanced practices, people sometimes experience extraordinary things. They may see auras, feel expanded into the space around them, or even access memories from past lives. Others feel a strong unity with all life. This isn't magic. It's the body's sacred design, what some call spiritual physiology. It means that the divine doesn't live far away. It lives inside you, right where your skull meets your spine. But an insight alone won't change your life. What brings transformation is how you live it, how you bring it into your day-to-day routine. Learning about this point is powerful. But it becomes real when you actually use it. You don't need to become a monk. You don't need incense, bells, or a sacred space. All you need is your body and your presence. Your real temple is your attention. And the altar is the nape of your neck. Here are 5 simple ways to turn this ancient wisdom into something practical. 1. Start your day with a gentle touch. Before fully opening your eyes, bring your hand to the back of your neck. Breathe deeply and lightly press that spot. Don't overthink it, just feel. This morning ritual tells your body the day is beginning with choice, not pressure. It wakes up your energy, soothes your nerves, and gives your day direction. 2. Do a short reset 3 times a day. Morning, afternoon, and night, pause for a minute. Touch the nape point, breathe slowly, and focus your attention. Notice the shift. This simple habit creates a compass inside you, a calm anchor in the middle of daily chaos. 3. Activate it before meditation or creative work. Before sitting down to meditate, write, or create, touch the point with intention. Like ringing a silent bell. You'll find it easier to focus, and distractions fade. Once awake, this spot helps align your energy so your thoughts and actions come from your true self. 4. Use it as emotional medicine. Feeling anxious, heavy, or stuck? This point can help. Gently press it with kindness. Don't avoid the emotions, meet them. This touch doesn't suppress feelings, it gives them a safe way to move and release. 5. Let sleep be a doorway to healing. Before bed, give your neck one last soft touch. Breathe slowly. This can turn sleep into more than rest. It can become a time for healing, dreams, and deep connection. It's a quiet way to tap into your subconscious and inner guidance. Remember, this isn't about doing more. It's about doing what you already do, with more awareness. Touching the nape point isn't a trick or a secret. It's a gentle reminder. A signal to your energy. A way to say to yourself, I'm not lost, I'm coming home. And sometimes, that's all it takes to find your balance again. This journey isn't ordinary. If you've come this far, your soul is already starting to remember. That quiet spot behind your neck isn't just anatomy or a passing trend. It's a hidden compass, pointing you back to yourself. When touched with care, it can awaken what's been sleeping, not because it's magical on its own, but because it reminds you of the deep energy you've always had. That same energy you felt as a child, before words, before doubt. That pure, connected feeling that you thought you lost, but never really did. In the ancient world. From the temples of Sumer to the monasteries of Tibet, this point was more than just a physical location. It was known as the base of remembering. A sacred antenna that connects humans to the unseen spirit world. In the ancient Americas, people shared this wisdom through touch, sound, and feeling. So why is it missing today? Because our world pulls us apart. We've been told to think with our heads but not to feel with our bodies. To gather facts but not real understanding. To keep going without stopping. To always look outside and forget that the real door is within us. But now that you've found it again, there's no going back. Your body knows. And when your body knows, your soul begins to return. This practice doesn't need you to be perfect or extreme. It just asks you to show up, to stay on your path, and to be humble enough to see that the most sacred place isn't above us. It's right at the base of your head. There's a small bone there, hiding a rhythm that has always been playing. When you touch that spot, you remind your energy where to go. You tell the universe, I'm here, aware, and open. And the universe, which has always been listening, responds. Now it's your time. If these words stirred something inside you, like an old note coming back into tune, please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with others who feel there's more to life. This wisdom isn't just mine. It's for anyone ready to wake up. And if you're reading this, you already are. This isn't just a method. It's a door. Not a short trend, but something passed down. Not something new, but something timeless that is now returning. See you in the next part of The Journey. Until then, touch with care, breathe with focus, and let your body lead you home.